My South Asian wife thought she was outsmarting me with secret trips, locked phones, and her fancy investor, but I'm a mechanic. I diagnose problems.
She really thought she was smarter than me. Thought I was so buried in engines and grease that I couldn't see my own marriage falling apart in front of me. But the thing about working with cars your whole life is this. You learn to recognize problems long before the engine blows. There's always noise, vibration, little signs, and Nicole had been rattling for months. It started small late nights at work, client dinners, weekend conferences that always seemed to pop up out of nowhere. At first I brushed it off. I trusted her. But trust turns stupid pretty quickly when the signs start piling up. Lingerie I'd never seen before. A phone suddenly locked tighter than a bank vault. Gym sessions that left her flawless, no sweat, not even a smudged eyelash. And the smell expensive men's cologne hanging on her like a ghost. I didn't explode, didn't accuse, didn't beg. I just paid attention. Then, that Thursday, I was elbow deep in a Honda engine, smelling like motor oil and victory, when her text came through, working late again, dinner with a client. Don't wait up. The heart at the end wasn't affection. It was camouflage. I stared at the message a moment, then typed back. Hope the lobster's good. Tell Brandon to double-check his investment portfolio. Total bluff. I didn't know a thing about Brandon's finances, but I found a receipt in Nicole's car 2 weeks earlier, $247 at a fancy steakhouse, 2 entrees, a handwritten note from the waiter. Hope you two had a wonderful evening. And the name she'd been dropping lately? Brandon. 3 seconds later, my phone lit up with a full-blown panic call. I let it ring twice, picked up slow. What does that mean? Nicole stammered. Behind her, a man's voice. Brandon, what did he say? I smiled for the first time in weeks. Oh, nothing, sweetheart. Just hoping you enjoy your dinner. And if Brandon's nearby, tell him I pray his investments are diversified. Markets are wild lately. Click. Silence. She hung up. And in that moment, standing in my grease-stained garage, I laughed like a man finally realizing he wasn't tea-crazy, just married to someone who thought he was an idiot. But I'm not an idiot. I'm a mechanic. And mechanics don't tear apart engines until they know exactly what's broken. So while she continued lying, I began building a case. Receipts, hotel charges. Her fake business trip photos reverse search from resort websites. Emails so sugary I nearly developed diabetes reading them. The real jackpot came through our shared iPad. While checking the grocery list one night, an email popped up from Brandon. Can't stop thinking about last week. Bring the black dress again. Marcus thought we were celebrating our anniversary. Merely told him I was celebrating you. 3 paragraphs of romantic rot later, I had enough evidence to wallpaper our entire house. Still, I stayed calm. Cooked dinner, kissed her goodnight, played the loyal husband role like a goddamn Oscar winner. Then the biggest piece of luck, I found Brandon's wife. Amanda Henderson, an HR manager with tired eyes and a wicked sense of humor. I emailed her. We met at Murphy's Diner Coffee, older than the waitress, red vinyl boots patched with duct tape. She sat across from me, hands trembling, and said, "Show me." So I did. She wasn't surprised. Just heartbroken in the quiet, exhausted way people get when they've been betrayed so many times the tears don't fall anymore. We traded evidence. We traded stories, we traded rage. And when we left, we both knew the truth. Our spouses weren't soulmates. They were co-conspirators in stupidity. The real fun began when Nicole scheduled a mandatory conference in Phoenix. I kissed her goodbye at the airport, loaded her suitcase into the car, and told her to enjoy the spa. 6 hours later, I boarded the same flight under my other legal name, J.A. Martinez, and sat 4 rows behind her. She never looked back once. In Phoenix, I watched her practically sprint into Brandon's arms at baggage claim. Watched them kiss like a Hallmark movie. Watched him lift her off the ground. I took 47 photos. Every angle, every shot, every lie exposed in perfect clarity. Then I sent all 47 to Amanda. No caption necessary. The next morning, Nicole walked into a cafe where I sat eating avocado toast, looking like she'd aged 10 years overnight. "What are you doing here?" she whispered.